Hey, fellow Liverpool friends, buckle up. We welcome you back to our family, to our community here at Gus YouTube Football Channel, where we bring you the latest and greatest updates on everything Liverpool Football Club. Fellow Liverpool friends, brace yourselves, as Arne Slot shares his pre-match thoughts ahead of Liverpool's crucial clash for matchday 26 of the Premier League against Manchester City at the Etihad. In this exclusive video, we delve into Arne Slot's reflections on the upcoming fixture, the challenges posed by Manchester City, and the strategies to navigate this pivotal match. Playing after Arsenal. Arne Slot begins by addressing the timing of the match and the significance of playing after Arsenal. I think the biggest question to be asked is from Manchester City because we face a strong team again, like we faced at Villa. Yeah, Arsenal plays before us, but we know that doesn't make the game easier or more difficult than we have against Manchester City. We know we have 12 games to play, and Arsenal has 13 games to play. If we constantly look at Arsenal or what other teams are doing, that would not help us. We already know how difficult it is to go to the Etihad, so we don't need Arsenal to get involved in that even more, Arne Slot shares. Arne Slot's comments highlight the importance of focusing on Liverpool's own game and not being distracted by external factors. Expectations from Manchester City. Reflecting on what he expects from Manchester City, Arne Slot praises their quality and the challenge they present under Pep Guardiola's management. What I always expect from Manchester City since Pep Guardiola is they're a great football team that can play so well. They have had maybe 1 or 2 months in the 7 or 8 years he's there now that weren't the best, maybe partly because of injuries as well. Injuries come back, they have signed 3 or 4 players, I can see them coming back already if you look at the result against Newcastle. So, what you expect is what everybody expects if you go to the Etihad if you play against Manchester City. You have to suffer as well and work really hard to keep them away from your goal because they are so good in ball possession. But they face a strong team as well that hasn't lost for 22 games, Arne Slot remarks. This insight underscores the respect for the opposition and the preparation required to face such a formidable team. Darwin Núñez's missed chance. Addressing Darwin Núñez's recent missed opportunity, Arne Slot emphasizes the need for resilience and maintaining focus. I can accept every miss, especially from a player that has scored 2 very important goals against Brentford, that scored for us in the home game against Villa. I would prefer Darwin Núñez to score, but the word chance says it all, it's a chance, so it's not 100% sure that the ball goes in. Players miss chances, that I can accept. But what was a bit harder for me to accept was Darwin Núñez's behavior after that chance, and with behavior I mean I think it got too much in his head where he wasn't the usual Darwin Núñez that works his backside off and makes sure he helps the team, Arne Slot explains. Arne Slot's comments highlight the importance of mental resilience and the need to stay focused even after setbacks. On what Arne Slot is learning about his players at this stage of the season. Arne Slot highlighted the resilience and work ethic of his players, particularly their ability to perform consistently despite a demanding schedule. Arne Slot noted, "You always learn in every game, but I see mostly the same things." So, these players are able to play every 3 days on the best of their capabilities in terms of physique. If you saw yesterday again, I mostly take Dominik Szoboszlai as an example, what a work rate for his 3rd game in a row. Until the last second, Dominik Szoboszlai kept on running up and down, up and down, up and down. That's the only thing I can ask for and what the fans can ask for. And that we are then unlucky not to score our chances, that's football unfortunately. But we cannot accept, not the fans, nor me, that they don't give maximum effort. But that's what they constantly do, and I assume that they will do again. But you never know the outcome because we face, with Aston Villa, with Everton away, difficult opponents. The fixture list for us now is a few difficult ones in a row, that's what you have to accept. The good thing is that we are not behind someone, we are still number 1 and that's the good thing if you go into a run of games like this. On Ryan Gravenberch's form. Arne Slot acknowledged the challenges of maintaining top form consistently, especially for younger players like Ryan Gravenberch. Arne Slot explained, "I think that is partly what it is that Ryan Gravenberch can't be 9 out of 10 every game. There are only a few players in the world that can be a 9 or a 10 every single 3 days. If you look at Ryan Gravenberch's age, he might eventually belong to those group of players, those 2 or 3 or 4 that can do this. But Ryan Gravenberch is not there yet, which is completely normal, and it depends also on the playing style of the opponent, which we just said. If you play Everton or Wolves, that is a completely different game than when you play Aston Villa. I liked Ryan Gravenberch yesterday much more than I liked him against Everton, for example. It's not always as simple as the form of a player or how many games did Ryan Gravenberch play, but 9 or 10 times that's the easiest reason to give instead of diving into looking at playing style and certain other things. On Diogo Jota's impact since returning from injury. Arne Slot expressed his satisfaction with Diogo Jota's performance since his return from injury and his disappointment at not being able to field him more often. Arne Slot said, "Probably Diogo Jota will be disappointed, although apart from him hitting the target he gave a great assist as well against Aston Villa, so it tells you maybe more how disappointed I am that we missed him for 4 to 5 months. It tells you that something changed in our playing style. When Diogo Jota was there with us before, I think he was involved in a lot of goals, scoring as well, so it tells you how much of a miss it has been not to have him. But again, I would have loved to have played Diogo Jota every single time for maybe 90 minutes, but if a player is out for 4 or 5 months and he hasn't been out, he has been coming back, coming in, coming back, and every time we played him a bit too much he got injured again. I hope people understand why we are so cautious now. Because with 12 games to go, you tell me, and I see the same, how much of a threat Diogo Jota is, so we have to keep him available for 12 more games in UEFA Champions League and the League Cup final. That is not an easy balance to find. I would have loved to have kept Diogo Jota in the team because he played really well, for Trent Alexander-Arnold the same. Who takes out 2 players that are playing so well? That's only because it is a big injury risk to keep them in the team. On managing Trent Alexander-Arnold's minutes. Finally, Arne Slot discussed the careful management of Trent Alexander-Arnold's playing time to avoid injuries, stating, "We spoke about this already a week ago, that in these 5 games he already knows how many minutes Trent Alexander-Arnold would make." That was in a situation where Connor Bradley was available as well. Now we maybe have to adjust our plan. I said to Trent Alexander-Arnold, "You know why I take you off, don't you?" Trent Alexander-Arnold said, "Yeah, we spoke about it." But, of course, a player has adrenaline and had just scored. It was a better moment than against Wolves when Trent Alexander-Arnold lost the ball just before I took him off. Trent Alexander-Arnold is improving. Arne Slot's post-match key points. 1. The focus on their own performance rather than being influenced by other teams' schedules. 2. The expectation of a challenging match against a consistently strong Manchester City team under Pep Guardiola. 3. The importance of maintaining a positive mindset for players like Darwin Núñez. 4. The resilience and work ethic of the team, particularly the consistent performances despite a demanding schedule. 5. The careful management of key players' playing time to avoid injuries and ensure their availability for crucial matches. In conclusion, fellow Liverpool friends, Arne Slot's pre-match conference provided valuable insights into Liverpool's approach and mindset ahead of their clash against Manchester City. Arne Slot's focus on their own performance, the resilience and work ethic of the team, and the careful management of key players to ensure their availability for crucial matches. As the Reds prepare for this challenging encounter, Arne Slot's confidence in his squad and their abilities will undoubtedly resonate with the fans. We've really missed you. It is hugely important to subscribe, like, and comment to Gus YouTube football channel for more updates on Liverpool Football Club. You'll never walk alone.